Hello, MGTOW. Hello, men. This is Howard Dare. Thanks for stopping by. So, I want to talk about making men great again. Now, many of you hearing this are thinking, Howard, men are already great. And I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I believe that individual men and society itself has forgotten how great men truly are. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. With the rise of third-wave feminism, the effort to lift women up, it was clear that it simply wasn't working. No matter how much makeup you put on a pig, it's still a pig. And from a political point of view, sometimes the smart thing to do is not to solve a problem, but rather to use the problem as a wedge issue to excite and, get your base excited and to intimidate and discourage your opponents. So an issue like feminism, it's a great tool. It's a great weapon, right? Because you're going to be able to use it against 85-90% of all people, right? All men that aren't aware of women's true nature, either through their own stupidity and ignorance, or they are aware of it through their own, wisdom, insight, and experience. What I'm essentially saying is that the men who understand female nature, they're not going to worship the women. They're not going to go along with them. If our government was composed of MGTOW men, and that doesn't mean men that don't want to be with women, that means men who don't want to take shit from women, we wouldn't have any problems. Or we'd certainly have a completely different set of problems. Much more practical problems that we could deal with. So what's the problem? Because I'm mainly concerned with the individual man, right? Look, this is America. This is a free capitalistic society. That means something very particular, okay? And that means that if we can take care of the individual man, boom, everything else will be okay. That we don't care about everything else. We care about the individual. All of this stuff is embodied in the rights of the individual. Are there compromises that we have to make to get along and, ride, on the freeway? Yeah, there are. Are there rules that you have to conform to? Yes, there are. But this is about personal freedom and personal responsibility. And if you'll embrace those aspects of your life, you can be really successful. But if you turn away from those aspects of your life, for whatever reason, it's like, oh, well, she was so unfair and all the blue pill men just ganged up on me and then there was no way for me to get ahead. I mean, I understand. I've been through just that. That's why I like to talk, that's why I feel it's important to talk about these issues. That's why I need to talk about these issues. Okay, so make men great again. And I'm talking about the individual man and his individual life. This is why, I get upset when I encounter nihilism, defeatism, fault-finding, just that bad female-like attitude. It's not worthy of a man. A man is capable of so much more. Now, I know that if he feels like shit inside and he doesn't see any hope out there, that, that's the most important thing, that's it. That if you can, no matter how bad it is, think about this, okay? And take some strength and take some courage from this. No matter how bad whatever happened to you is, I know that you, as a man, could brush it off and walk away like it was nothing. I know that you would be willing to do that under the right circumstances, for the right people, that you would walk through hell itself and back every fucking day with a smile on your face for the right reasons and for the right people. And the thing that's killing you and ripping you apart is not the fact that you have to walk through hell every day, is the fact that there's nobody worth doing it for. That they think you're the fool, that they think you're the piece of shit. And so you've lost hope. And I understand. Or rather, that's who I'm talking to. I make these videos and I want to help men and I want to have a positive impact in their lives. And there's no denying that men are in a bad shape. They're in a bad way right now. And it's feminism. It really is. So this whole idea of, MGTOW and feminism aren't related. What are you talking about? That's like feminism is the tool that women in society use to beat down the men. So as a man, I want you to understand what's going on here. It's like if there's a loud noise, right? It's like, okay, protect the women and children. We're all going to circle the wagons around the women and children. It's our nature. So now whatever she wants is like this huge priority. And whatever a man wants is like, who the hell cares? So even if she is just this selfish, ignorant fool that's destroying herself, and everything around her. And even if the man is a real decent, noble, intelligent, thoughtful, strong, good man, her wants, her needs for poisonous garbage, they really mean something to society and to the people around you. The man's needs for freedom, for justice, for honor, for integrity, for strength, for ability, for human dignity, those things don't mean anything to anybody except for him, except for you. And the thing that you're upset about is not the fact that she divorced you, not the fact that she took your money, not the fact that you lost your job. You'd recover from all those things. It's that in your heart and in your mind, you know that you live in an unjust, unfair system, and you don't want to continue on. In other words, it's an existential crisis here that's manifesting as a physical problem in your life. And what I'm saying to you, and I've been saying over the last few videos, is that this existential crisis, this system is so fucking unfair, I don't want to deal with it, is a fundamental part of the system. And guess what? It's a fundamental part of your nature. Your problem is inherent in your own male nature. Some of you MGTOW, when you hear this and you kind of understand this on a basic level, you think, oh, then I'm going to get rid of the male nature. No, that's not the answer, okay? Oh, I'm just going to say that I don't want to, I won't have anything to do with women anymore. No, that's not the answer. That's like saying you've got a problem overeating, so you're just going to stop eating from now on. You can't do it. And just as the seeds of your destruction and misfortune are right within your nature, the seeds of overcoming it are right there too. You love women. You will do anything for women. You'll die for a woman. Look closely at that, because within that is an abdication of responsibility, is a giving over of the human requirements in life to your base desires and instincts. And you want to believe that if you do that, if you have faith in true love, in women, in the fairy tale Disney princess, if you believe and if you give, you want to believe that everything will be all right and everybody will live happily ever after. But this is real life, and it does not work that way. And you can do everything right, and you can be a great person, and you can get screwed over so royally to your end. You know what I mean? It can destroy you completely. And that awareness, see, and it's not even the act of that being done to you as a man that would destroy you. I know that you would brush that off like water off your back. No, it's the act that, it's the thought, it's the idea, it's the feeling, it's the emotion that it's okay for someone to do that, for a woman to do that to you, for society to do that to you. That the people around you, they didn't really care enough about you to prepare you existentially for this. But here's the thing, they couldn't do it. It's too hard. They didn't know. They don't know. So the important point to take out of this is that life itself, existence itself, nature itself, interacting with other people, it's brutal. It's going to hurt your feelings. You're going to find out that the things that you find the most precious in life, the most important in life, that's not the same for everybody else. And they're going to kind of use what you want, like you want to get together with a woman and be in love maybe, to manipulate you. And it's going to make a fool out of you. You know what I mean? Life itself is going to make a fool out of you. You're going to care about something and you're going to find out that it didn't care about you. Or you're going to put your heart and soul into something and you're going to find out, oh, it's not paying off. It's not working out, and it's a personal kind of thing, right? It's not just like, oh, it's not working out. It's not like a computer program that you're coding. No, it's like, you're trying to work with somebody else and it's just not going to work out. They're just not going to allow it. And I can't state it enough that I believe as a man, you'd be able to walk right through that. But the thought of it, the idea of it, the implications of, what it means emotionally is devastating. Because I guess, we are raised and we grow up as children with this idea that we live in a loving world, And then, and if you're a woman, you can kind of maintain that illusion because there's men who want to get together with you. If you're a child, you can maintain that illusion because, you're a kid and no one's looking to really, it's a learning experience, right? And a man in a Western blue pill civilized society, there's all these rules and that you have to, how you have to carry yourself and things like that. And that becomes the most important aspect of your existence, how you get along with the women and the other people at your job. And if you do that well, wow, you can make a lot of money. You're going to have a good life. And if you're not very good at that, if you kind of look at people and look at them sideways when they say something stupid, you're not going to get promotions. You're going to lose your jobs. They're going to replace you and things like that. And, check out my video, You Have a Bad Attitude, previous video. Check out all my videos. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and donate. Whatever you donate to the Howard Dare channel, I put towards building up the Howard Dare channel. And I need to build up the Howard Dare channel to put out a positive, useful message for men. So, I want to do that. So I'm asking you guys for your support in that. I would appreciate it. I want you to recognize that the crisis here is mental and emotional first. That it's fundamental and it's built into the system. I know it was personal and, whatever bad in your life happened to you, right? But understand that any man, and that's, in a similar situation, no matter how he acted, he was probably going to get, the same attack from a slightly different angle. So with that knowledge, take the hard parts. Don't shy away from them. Take those dark parts within yourself. Don't shy away from them. Look at them. Accept them. Integrate them into your personality. So I guess what I'm saying is that, I'm talking to you where and when you're giving up hope and you're filled with nihilism and you're not seeing any progress in your life. And what I'm saying to you is that whatever happened to you that made you lose the hope, okay? This happens to all the men, and it's a part of life. And the smarter you are and the better and more virtuous you are, think about it, the quicker this happens to you and the quicker you recognize it and the more it upsets you. So if you were a stupid idiot with an IQ of 85, none of this would bother you. But if you're a man with, an IQ of 140, right? You're going to look at this situation and you're going to think to yourself, I don't want to walk into that office. I don't want to interact with those people. And you're going to know that whatever good work you do, some idiot's just going to badmouth you and get you fired, take your job, and take credit for your work. So you're like, well, I'm not even going to get up. I'm not even going to work out. I'm not even going to watch my diet. I'm just going to sit around and play video games. And that is the mistake. You have to be able to take whatever blows came your way and say, it wasn't even me that they were aiming at. They were just aiming at, anybody in the situation. And this is exactly what happens with everybody. And this is the nature of life itself. Backstabbing bitches. That's a video before my last video. These videos are related. So I know that this is a really tricky, complex subject. And I'm just trying to say that I believe that the problem that a lot of men are experiencing is not the physical damage that was done to them. It's that they can't look at the situation properly. In other words, something very emotional and upsetting has happened. And the man is still responding in an emotional manner. He's like still a slave to his biology. He still loves women. Oh, he's so brokenhearted because she was so cruel to him and they're so unfair to him. So he's still responding in an emotional way. What I'm saying to you is that all the men get screwed over in this way. It's normal. It's very painful. It's devastating. But that you're strong enough to say, okay, Joe, that's how it happens. That's what it is, right? I'll be okay. I can move on. That's what I'm hoping you'll be able to do. And I'm hoping that this information can help you do it. So I think you understand what I'm trying to say, even if I said it really poorly. But let me know what you think about it in the comments section below, because I think it's a really important subject. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, and join me again, Howard Dare, as I plan to have more content for you. Thank you, MGTOW.